Hello and thanks for watching. So if you've been watching since the start of this build, you will know that when I got it, the car had damage there and a bit further along, just behind where I put the paper. I realised that if I'm going to have to remove the letters to be able to fix that, I needed to know exactly where to be putting them back. So I've made up my own template. Obviously I wasn't going to get one that the factory used to put the letters on. I made up my own template and marked it each side as to where it sits relative to the lights, so that I can take this off as a one piece and then use that as the template when I'm going to put it back. So my initial intention today is to take this template off now, keep it somewhere safe and flat for reuse, and then look at filling the bits that have been damaged just behind here, just to do an initial fill on them, and then maybe sand that down, and then basically prime over the top. Still to decide about fully spraying the back. It's probably something that maybe I'm not going to be able to do here just in my garage, but I should certainly be able to do a bit of the initial prep work to cover over the damage there. And having removed the template and cleaned it up around the taking the O off, which was just hanging off, I've then taped around where I'm going to be putting the filler, just to stop the filler going wider than I want it to. And it may not look the prettiest, but that's actually quite nice and smooth now over this piece here. So I've still got this side to do. Obviously taped it and it was just a bit thicker, so I had to do a second sort of skim on that one because it just was a bit deeper. So I'll get on to removing the excess filler from that. So I've filled both of them now, flatted them both. They're not probably perfect, but then again, they're probably got disguised by the fact that they will have the Porsche letters over them, so they need to absolutely following the curve, obviously up and across as well, and maybe slightly less than if it was on, say, a door or that. So I'll just mask it up now, put a little bit of primer on it, and see how that's looking after that's done. And having given it a few coats of primer, I've removed the masking tape that was round about it, so I'll get that, well, leave it a day or two until it dries, and then flat it down, particularly at the edges, just to taper it in to the paint that's around about it, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do further about it. So it's a few weeks later than when I recorded the last bit of the video. I was at that point doing the tailgate, and I have flattened it down since in the last piece, and I'll show you that later. But the other painting that needs to be done on the car is the hinges. I got replacement hinges, and you can see why. The shapes are certainly different on the, this is a new one, that's an old one. So they come on, unpainted. They've been primed and they've been painted. Never able to, because of how they open and close, never able to really fully get them covered. And you can see Porsche don't fully cover them either. There's a couple of little bits that I might just want to sort of touch in. I'll just have to see how they're looking once they're on the car, because obviously when they're closed, you don't see this, and when that's opened, that bit will be covered over. So I need to judge what's worth doing. You can see even on the Porsche ones there's bits that are just not painted, because just the way the metal is either going to be, if you like, visible or not visible when it's tried to be painted. So you can see that obviously the need for replacements. I was getting these done now because with the other stuff I've done around repairing the wiring loom, or that I wanted to then get the battery back on the car, start clearing error codes. But to get the hinges fitted, I need to take out, as part, I think, the DME wiring harness needs to be moved to allow access to the bolts on the driver's side. So I want to get these fitted first. The other thing I've also done is I've painted the inside of my replacement bonnet. So I'll go to show you that now. So please excuse the light in here. To make sure I was using my torch to help me work out where I needed to be painting. There was only so much light in the garage, and I couldn't open the garage door because then it was just going to get dust and everything in. So I've got the bonnet suspended here, which means that it's actually going to get in the way of, if I try to open the door at the moment, so I'll have to stay down until I get it moved and put back on the car. But I'm not pleased as to how that seems to have turned out. I was just wanting to get the inside of it painted, and obviously I'll trust professional painters to paint the outside. They may critique my job on the inside. I've covered more than Porsche would cover. You can see the marks there where the three nuts are that go over the sort of screws that are, bolts are coming through to where the hinges will connect. I've covered a bit more there, but ultimately that's going to get covered by the hinge once it goes on. By leaving the outside, I'm hoping therefore that I can actually use it as a bit of a guide as to when I'm putting it back on. So I'm quite pleased. It's not a perfect job, but then again, it is the inside of the bonnet. So it was changed from black. I think I've done a reasonable job. I might just need a little bit more, if there's no totally happy. I can see in the light there, it just looks slightly off on some of the colour, but to see what it looks like in natural light, to see whether it's actually worth getting any more paint on it. But I will be looking to get this fitted tomorrow. So I'd be covering the car as well to make sure it wasn't going to get covered, and because I've got that covered, I'll not be able to show you the back where it flattened it down, but it has been flattened down. It's sort of smoothed in, but I think I will get somebody else to paint it, along with painting the outside the bonnet and the bumper, and just get it all done at the same time. So that's all I've got time for doing today. Thank you very much for watching.